Hey guys, welcome back to another week of Ticket Tuesday. I'm your host, Ron HD. So yeah, this is going to be a great time. Hey guys, welcome back to an episode of Ticket Tuesday. I'm Russell HD, and this week we watched Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Sorry, I forgot the name of it. Yeah, this is the final DCEU film before the James Gunn dawning of the new films. And honestly, I will say that this film was kind of okay. It wasn't terrible, I'll tell you that, but it was just another DC film, right? It wasn't god-awful, wasn't amazing, it was just kind of unnoteworthy, like, unfortunately, most superhero films nowadays. But before I go on a little conversation about this film, I'll tell you why I thought this film was alright, and more, back at the house.
I'm gonna kill Aquaman. Even if I have to make a deal with the devil to do it.
Free me from my prison, and all my power will be yours.
He must be stopped.
You want blood? Come get it! Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Ticket Tuesday. I'm Russell HD, and this week we watched Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. This was a film by James Wan of Malignant fame, Insidious, Saw, Controverse, bunch of movies, right? Horror movies mainly, but he also made the first Aquaman film, and by the way, this is the final DCEU film before the dawning of the Gunniverse, as some are coining it, to be honest with you, this movie is okay, and it was inoffensive, right? And I don't know, there was just something about it. It was just kind of cookie cutter, your average superhero film. Definitely didn't feel like the last DCU film, but they're not making any more of them. And honestly, I'm fine with this being the final DCU film because, to be honest, I wasn't really invested in many of the other DCEU films. The only ones I really liked were the Suicide Squad and I can't remember any other ones, but that was a good one. I know there were other decent ones, but the Suicide Squad is the only one I can remember off the top of my head. But, yeah, this film was, again, okay. I guarantee that in the next couple months I'm probably going to forget about it. Very forgettable. And overall, I mean, the action was okay, being a James Wan film. But overall, the story was just basically, it was actually too much going on. Like, you had Orm and Aquaman with their little, like buddy cop dynamic type thing. You know, how Orm was the bad guy in the last movie, but now he's with the good guys in this one, so him and Aquaman were clashing with ideas and ideals, and the whole film kind of circulated how their relationship, kind of got better as the movie went on. Their brotherly bond. And also, I do think that was the strongest part of the film, and I do think that was the strongest part of the film, and I do think the film should have focused on more of that, but it wasn't really sidelined. I just think there should have been a little bit more of Orm, more of Orm kind of being a little iffy. Is he not? Because I feel like the film kind of immediately went to him being a good guy, right? I thought there was going to be a bit more. I think him being the villain of the last movie, like, there should have been a bit of a, will he be with us or will he not, right? I think there should have been more of that. I think there should have been more dilemmas with him. Should I go back to my evil ways or should I become a good guy? I think there should have been more scenes with that, but there really wasn't. Like, when he went with Aquaman, he just, immediately agreed to help him, when, in reality, he shouldn't immediately agree to help him, right? I mean, he broke him out of prison, sure, but, they had a lot of arguments in the last movie. They really didn't like each other in the last movie, and now they're just cool. And one of the things that I really liked about this film, or probably one of the only things I liked about the film, was the chemistry between Orm and Aquaman. Because even though the scenes, I think, there weren't as many, I do wish there was more, because I liked the way they bounced off each other. I liked their dynamic. I liked the way they talked to each other. I do like the villain becoming, helping the hero type stories. I like those stories, but I do wish there was more. but what there was there I did like, but I just, as I said, wish there was a bit more. But that was essentially, like, that's, like, the thing that really was the highlight for me, but the rest of it was kind of like, so Black Manta has this evil trident ring of power thing, right? And there's, like, an evil Sauron, underwater Atlantic Sauron, right? And he became, like, an evil monster, and he, like, created this dark magic evil trident with this weird material. I don't remember the name of it. It was Akar Kratom, whatever the hell it was called. And he put that into the trident, and Black Panther took it, and he's like, oh, I've been possessed by this evil spirit thing. I already wanted to kill Aquaman, but now I have the power to kill Aquaman, right? And then he's like, well, if I have the power to kill Aquaman, well, like the guy's like, oh, well, yeah, I'll give you the power to kill Aquaman, but first you gotta free me out of my ice cube. You gotta get me out of the ice. And Black Man is, okay, I'll do that. Instead of just going out and killing Aquaman as soon as he gets the powers. He's like, no, I'll free you first. I'm a cool guy. But, yeah. Essentially, the story is about Orm, Aquaman, and Atlantis, while Atlantis' allies stopping Black Manta from doing that. And then he does it, but then they just kill him right away anyway. But yeah. Overall, I do think the film was, again, okay, a little forgettable. I did like the dynamic between Orm and Aquaman, but those scenes were there, but I don't think there was enough. I wish there was more. And overall, I think that the story was, I think, it was just weird. You know, I don't know. I just kind of wish that, I mean, maybe, yeah, I think obviously Black Manta needs powers to be able to face Aquaman, but I just feel like this whole Lord of the Rings thing is a little too, even for, like, this kind of movie, I think it's a little too out there. It's a little weird. Maybe not out there, but it's just too weird for me. I don't know. I didn't really like it. So, yeah, overall, yeah, the weird Lord of the Rings thing, not a fan. Not a fan. And would I recommend this film? Honestly, probably not. I mean, as I said, it's an inoffensive, whatever, superhero film, but I just think that maybe you should just wait till the first James Gunn DC movies come out. I think really that you should just kind of wait for better options, or maybe just watch other better superhero films, because this one, honestly, just didn't really fill a superhero void. I'm still pretty fatigued with superhero films, like I have been as of late. Yeah. Wouldn't recommend it. Overall, I think I'd give this film a 6 out of 10. And, yeah. I think that's all I need to say. I think it's in peace. So, guys, hope you like this video. Share with friends. Subscribe, notifications on. Comment down below on how much you liked it. But you guys know how it goes. I didn't really mean to say that. What I really meant to say was, if you guys hated this video, unsubscribe, tell me how much you hate me in the comments. I've been on Time HD, swimming off. So, you know, this film is very comparable to Lord of the Rings. You know what I mean? Very comparable to Lord of the Rings. Because, you see, there's like a trident, right? And there's like an evil ancient sorcerer that held this trident. And if you hold the trident, then he's like, use this for evil powers, set me free and shit. And it's kind of similar to Sauron, you know what I mean? Like, did nobody notice that? Or is it just me? Like, the correlation. Come on. I mean, I thought it was pretty blatant, but